if this doesn't have a technical problem tonight, I will be amazed. So we had a technical problem last week. The stream crashed on us about, was it 3 or 4k into the run? Something like that. I've had about every possible technical problem setting this up tonight. We are here. We are live, I think. If you're watching, say hello in the YouTube chat. Keep me company as I take part in stage 8 of Tour de Zwift. And we're in Scotland. So the new world of Scotland opened up for stage 8. I've already done the longer run of this stage. And today we're doing the shorter version, which I think is just the same course, to be honest. So it's not going to be anything new to me. But if you haven't seen Scotland already, then you get to see it tonight. Just speed the treadmill up. We'll be setting off in about 20 seconds. And yeah, if there's any problems with the visuals, the audio, let me know, because I am amazed we actually even got going tonight. About 5 minutes ago, nothing was working. And we're off. It's quite warm in here tonight. It's 19.5 degrees. The sun was shining. When the sun shines outside during the daytime, then my garden office does warm up inside. So it is quite warm. I haven't got a fan. Haven't needed it through this winter yet. I could have really done with it tonight, so I'll have to move that into the garden office for future runs. So say, if you're watching, do say hello in the YouTube chat, and let me know what you've been up to this weekend with your runs. Have you been out for a long run? Were you on the pavements? Were you on the trails? Did you participate in any running events? This is bringing my runs this week to a nice conclusion. I haven't been out in the real world for a single run this week, yet I've managed to run 5 out of the 7 days. So they've all been on the treadmill, they've all been on Zwift, including a long run yesterday of, wait for it, 29 kilometres on the long run on the treadmill. I'm quite impressed with that. It's my longest run on a treadmill for a long time. I've gone further, I've done a marathon several times before, but as part of training, 29 kilometres, which lasted for more than 3 hours, was it was quite good. There was a reason. I've been having to fit runs in around a busy work schedule during the last week. In fact, I thought I'd be away from home for part of it. That got called off at the last moment, but it meant that I was doing lots of Teams calls and the like, so just taking the opportunity to get on the treadmill and do a run when I could. So when we finished today's run, we'll have done about 57, 58 kilometres for the week. And I even did a Teams call whilst running that 29 kilometres. So if you see me on Strava, you'll notice 1 kilometre where the pace went down significantly. That's when I was on the Teams call, sort of walking bits, running bits. Trouble was I couldn't hear it very well when I was running, so I had to bring the speed down quite a lot. For half a kilometre, no doubt due to the temperature in it. I didn't have the camera angles on when I ran this yesterday, so it is quite nice to get a different perspective on this Scotland world with the camera angles on today. It's a bit hot. So it's 10 kilometers per hour. So let's bring it down to where it should be. Otherwise, we're going to go into zone 3 very quickly, which I don't want to do. So here we go. Heart rate coming down a bit. Just under 5k to go. So lots of nice sort of castles and undulating roads. Some nice scenery in this Scotland world, as well as a loch. So this is stage 8 of Tour de Zwift for this year, and it's the final stage. But during next week, we'll all get the opportunity to do any runs, any other stages that we missed along the way. I've got 3 to catch up on. There's 3 stages that I didn't take part in when they were scheduled. I think each stage was there for about 3 or 4 days, but I've got 3 stages where I didn't participate out of the 8, and they were the earlier ones. So I've got a bit of catching up to do, but we'll have plenty of opportunities to do that catch up, because pretty much every half an hour during the next week they're just going through the different stages. You can just join one on the half hour, and you should be able to run that and catch up on any that you missed out. So nobody in the YouTube chat tonight. I'm feeling very lonely. Do say hello. Victoria was on earlier, so maybe you guys were all watching her do stage 8. I was going to come on earlier today, but as most of my weekends are full of either running or football, so kids football match, good result this week, this morning, followed by watching the team I support on the TV this afternoon. And another good result. So I am still quite amazed that I did all that running inside this week on the first week for a long time where we've had good weather. Not too cold and not wet. I think that weather's going to continue during next week. So I will definitely be trying to get out, get some outdoor running going during the next week. So if you are someone that watches the Here We Are Running YouTube channel, my channel, where we have a weekly training vlog normally published on a Monday morning, that won't happen this week because not only did I have no time to really edit a video, but given that all the runs were indoors, I didn't feel that was going to be very interesting. So we'll try and correct that next week. Zwift, now they've gone up to level 30. We can earn XP, continue to earn XP for the distance we run, and we can move up through those levels again. A lot of people that have run on Zwift regularly over the years were frozen on level 21. And everyone starts from level 21 and has to earn those other levels. But any XP that you banked when you got to level 21 and carried on earning it, you will be using that, you will be utilizing that, because you will be getting double XP points up until you use all of the XP points that you banked, if that makes sense. So I'm still earning double XP points at the moment as I move from level 21 towards level 22. A little way to go at the moment. It's a lonely run, this one. Nobody talking to me in the YouTube chat. It makes me wonder whether this stream's actually working. Hope it is. Two kilometers done, 3.6 to go. Somebody's watching. Good evening to you as well, Clive. It was getting really lonely on here tonight. I think everyone's packed in for the day. And yeah, it was very quiet. Very quiet. But I'm just getting in. Final run of the week. So you're relaxing after a Sunday roast. I've got my meal to get into, or to get back in the house and have when I finish this. So that to look forward to. I was tempted to eat beforehand about an hour ago, and I thought that's going to be an unwise decision. So Clive, let me ask you, how's your recovery going from your race? I think I've seen you do some pretty long runs on Strava since then. So presumably your recovery is pretty good. Okay, so you did a weekly goal top-up run this morning. That's good. I was planning to get outside today as well. So this would have been the second at 2 runs today, but it never happened. There was too much football to watch, either with the kids' football or the Forest Leeds match. But that was right smack bang where I could have been outside running. So Clive, you did a 25k run yesterday with 1200 meters of elevation gain. And it felt good. That's pretty impressive. A week after your epic adventure down around the Cornish coast. $100k for the week. Wow. In a recovery week. Even more impressive. That's pretty pretty on the screen now. It's top 20 degrees in it now. I haven't opened the door. I don't want to be too noisy for the neighbours. But yeah, so this is kind of like a training, running, a hot climate type of environment, I think. I'm sweating. Sweat is dripping into my eyes because I forgot to put anything on my head. Still got 2.6k to go. That will last for about 2 minutes probably. So Clive's asking, how's my week going? It's been going okay. I mentioned it earlier, but I'll mention it again. I've done all my runs inside this week, just because of work stuff going on. Really busy week. But I have been quite pleased. I've managed to get up to, including this run, it will be 57, 58k for the week, including 29k long run, but all of it inside. So 29k long run here on the treadmill yesterday. I watched a film during that, took my mind off it a bit, and I also participated in a Teams call, a work Teams call, in the middle of the 29k long run. I'm not going to say that was overly successful, but it happened. It was either that or bin the long run, and my long run last week didn't go well at all. So I was determined to hit 29k in the long run this week, and just about managed to do it yesterday. In terms of how long it is to my next event, which is the Brighton Marathon, this is week 7 ending today. So it's a 15-week training block. So we've got 8 weeks to go. We reach the halfway stage during next week. So my plan is, having had the cutback week last week, plan is to go from 29k this week, 31k next week, and then the final long run, 33k or 20 miles, final sort of distance that I go up to, and a marathon training block long run in a couple of weeks' time. Then we'll notch it back down a bit, not for very long I don't think, but then we'll notch it back up to do another 20 miler, maybe three weeks out from race day, and then we taper. But now we're sort of approaching the second half of the marathon training block. I want to include one speed workout day per week. Clive, what's your next event coming up? $2K to go. Oh no, I've just realised something. You guys have been watching me. That's probably why no one's watching. Clive, you should have said something. You're actually watching Zwift, aren't you? Oh yeah, man. 22 minutes of watching me run on a treadmill. I didn't notice. Oh. this is a grand failure because technicalities that I was trying to fix before the run started. I thought I'd fixed it, but actually it's frozen on one of the earlier Zwift screens. So I am running on Zwift. I can see it in front of me, but none of you guys can because the screen froze. So, well, 1 day to go. Well, it's not a long run. I'm going to have to work out what's going on. This is a new glitch. There were several of them, several technical issues that I was trying to fix in the 5 minutes before the stream started. I almost thought about putting the stream back an hour. I probably should have, because whilst I thought I'd fixed all of the technical glitches, the one that shows the Zwift screen is frozen. So I'm afraid it's just you looking at me talking with a bit of music. But I can tell you the Scotland world is very nice, particularly when it's dark, which it is now. So Clive, your next booked event is Lakeland 100. Is that 100k or 100 miles? It's in July. I've had technical issues now 2 weeks in a row. I think this one today is worse, to be honest. I think last week we just ended the stream earlier when my streaming software crashed. But I think today's is worse. Where there's just one camera pointing at me running on a treadmill. So if anyone who isn't watching this live is actually watching the replay of it and you've got this far into the video, I'm very impressed. It must be very boring, but there we go. I will endeavour to fix these technical issues, but as Stephen, as Clive both know, setting a stream up to run on Zwift and having a reliable stream with all the bits and pieces required for it, but nothing to go wrong, even when it might have run perfectly the last time you did it, it's just it's a headache. Yeah, Clive's loving the Scotland world too. I'm looking forward to when they let us run in the city of Glasgow. Although it looks to be quite a small route in the city of Glasgow. A couple of kilometres, or between 2 and 3 kilometres, I think. So it's 100 miles, Lakeland 100 miler. Right, final kilometre. With me running in Zwift, but no one watching this actually knows I'm running in Zwift because of the technical issue I've had. All I can say is I'm glad I didn't try and live stream the 29k long run yesterday, because that would have been really boring if they had had this technical issue then. So Clive, how close to levelling up are you on Zwift? Are you getting close to 22? Have you gone past 22 yet? guessing I'll probably I'll get to 22 next week sometime. Right, we get to 5k. I'm going to increase the speed during the final 600 meters because, quite frankly, with this technical issue today, I just want to get this run done and finished, knowing that my dinner's waiting for me indoors. So Clive's already got up to 22. I think I'll be up to 22 during next week. You can see the bar there, the orange bar moving up. There's an extra 20 XP as we hit 5k. Right, let's go up to 12 kilometers per hour. 5 minute per kilometer pace. And a few more minutes and we'll be done. As we increase the pace, the heart rate is increasing. We're up into zone 3. It's 25% into level 22, and he got the tank top kit unlocked, which is Stephen's favourite top. When he got to 22, I look forward to that. Let's go up again. 13 kilometers per hour, 4:37 per kilometer pace. We've got 300 meters to go. $200 to go. Let's go up again. $17 per kilometre. Less than 200 metres to go. Cheering me on there at the side. $50 meters to go. There we go, we've done it. Slowing the treadmill down. 32 minutes, 25 seconds. 5.6 kilometers. Down to walking pace. Well, thank you, Clive, and anyone else that watched that. And as I say, we will try and solve these technical glitches before next week's run. Anyway, cheers, Clive. Clive says, cheers, Chris. Enjoy your dinner. Have a good evening. See you next time. Bye-bye. And the same to you. And everyone else that watched today, I hope you have found some enjoyment despite the technical issues, and we go again next week. For now though, goodbye.